Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the energy shift, why your silence wins. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please subscribe. So on the channel, many times I create videos about energy, specifically your energy, and how the narcissist steals this from you. And I also mention how your silence is completely empowering. This video is going to be combining the two, and I'm going to jump right in. The energy shift, why your silence wins, it's this. It's when you were in the narcissistic relationship, remember your energy was being taken from you. You were being consumed by the narcissist. You were experiencing gaslighting, the silent treatment, stonewalling, all the things I mentioned. And your energy was being drained from you slowly, insidiously, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, perhaps decade after decade. And the narcissist knew this. They also knew that whenever they encountered you, maybe it was in your house, maybe it was in a car, on an airplane, maybe when you were walking down the street, whatever you were doing, they knew that they were vibrating low and they wanted to take you down into that vibrational state with them. That is why they put you down so frequently. That is why they devalued you. That is why they invalidated you. That's why they tried to steal your energy and your beautiful, bright, shining light from you. They wanted to steal all of your abundance from you. And again, remember, they succeeded throughout the relationship until they did not. And that is when you ended the relationship, or unfortunately, if you got discarded, however the relationship ended, that's when, shortly thereafter, that's when your energy began to return. Now, did it return in a flurry? Absolutely not. Did you have healing to do? Oh yes, you did. You had a mountain of work in front of you. You had so much work in front of you, you did not even know it. Now, again, for you newbies on the channel, take your time. In time, you will heal. This is not a sprint, it is a marathon. The narcissistic relationship that you went through and or are going through or looking to exit, there was no other way around it. You had to go through it. You may think that otherwise, that's not the case. There was no way. The narcissistic relationship was going to find you one way or the other. But the point being, your energy was and or is being consumed by the narcissist, and they know this. They know that they placed you in the zombie-like, trance-like state, the narcissistic fog, where they can toy with you, and that's what they do. They toy with you. One minute they take you super high, the next minute they drop you super low. Then they push you away, then they pull you back in. Then every once in a while you get a little breadcrumb of hope, you get a little nugget of niceness, of kindness, of somebody being polite to you. And you believe for a minute that, wow, this person is back, they're actually here. Not so fast. What they're doing is they needed to extract more supply from you, so what did they do? They played nice guy or nice girl, and they had you put your guard down again, and then bam, they threw another rage fit or gave you the silent treatment, whatever they did. But this is a cycle. It goes around and around, and throughout the cycle, there is a shift in energy. All of your positivity gets drained out of you. All of your resources become depleted, which include your financial resources and your health, your social circle, all the things I mentioned on the channel. And these things, they go to the narcissist directly or indirectly. Believe me when I tell you. I mentioned so frequently on the channel financial abuse. Just think about that. Think about how much money you had before you met the narcissist, how much money you have now. I am certain that you experience financial abuse to some degree. Same thing with your health. Your health, you most likely were in good physical condition, or certainly better physical condition than you are in now, and or you were in when you ended the relationship, or when it ended. You had to put yourself back together. There's no such thing as a coincidence on this planet. Remember that. The narcissist knows what they're doing. They know they are worthless without fuel sources, without smartphones, without people to believe in the mask. They know that at their core. And you may say, how do you know that, Andrew? Believe me when I tell you. The narcissist, not only do they know who and what they are, but they know that they need people. They consume people just the way you breathe oxygen. They can't regulate themselves. They need to put people down to feel better about themselves. So that is the energetic exchange that happens throughout the whole body of the relationship. Now, why your silence wins, this is the second half, and I'm going to combine the two ideas, which are 100% proven, in place. Your silence wins because when you finally get the message and you get that light bulb moment and it goes off in your head and you say, wait a minute, I am actually supply, or I was supply for this person? You mean that person doesn't love me? Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. No, they don't love you. They never have loved you, and they can't love you. What they can do is fake love, and they can fake empathy, and they can fake that they care about you. At the narcissist core, they're an empty shell. They're a hollow vessel. They don't care about anybody but themselves. you're getting that wisdom now, or you're finally understanding that in fact this person doesn't love you because you've given them hundreds of chances to prove it. And birthdays were blown up, special events were blown up, vacations were blown up, missed opportunities were scattered all around you and the relationship. You thought you were headed in one direction, and it turned out you were headed in a totally different direction, because that's the way the narcissist steered that relationship. But why your silence wins, it's because when you finally identify that in fact you were nothing but a source of supply for the narcissist, and it wasn't just you, it was complete strangers, it was business associates, it was children, it was moms, dads, neighbors, it was strangers on airplanes, it was clients, it was people in communities and organizations, it was people at the grocery store. This is how the narcissist thrives. This is how they regulate. When you finally realize that it wasn't just you, whether you put a wedding band on the individual or not, that's when you say to yourself, oh my gosh, this is how people are. Yes, this is how people are. And on top of that, I will tell you another thing. Not giving them supply and or cutting off their access to you is the path. Now, I understand it's not easy for everybody to accomplish this. However, in time, in your time, my hope is you can learn to go no contact, block the narcissist, delete all flying monkeys and people associated with them. And believe me when I tell you, there will be casualties of the relationship. There will be good people that you'll have to say goodbye to, not literally, but figuratively. Point being, this is when your silence wins, because now you've identified that this individual and perhaps other individuals, enablers that surround themselves with the narcissist and vice versa, these people never served you. They just gave you lip service, and perhaps they acted like they were your friends and came over for Thanksgiving dinner every year and came over to barbecues and attended your wedding, etc. like that. None of these people cared, not one of them. Not one of them. Now understand what I'm sharing here. Your silence is powerful because it speaks volumes. When you go silent and you do not explain yourself, despite the fact you may have wanted to in the past, maybe you want to now. Maybe you want to expose the narcissist. Side note, I would not do that. I would let the narcissist stew in their quagmire, low vibrational state. That's not where you belong. If you were to expose the narcissist, I can assure you that things wouldn't go good for you, because the narcissist would put you back on their radar. They would probably double or triple down in the smear campaign, and who knows what they're capable of. So I would not be exposing the narcissist. But having said that, maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to tell family members that you know that your ex, i.e., or whoever you're thinking about, is a toxic individual. This will never serve you. It will never do you justice. It will never do you good. And I'll tell you why. Because many times the family knows. The biological family, the extended family members who have spent a decent amount of time with these narcissistic individuals, they know something's off. And more people are becoming aware to the fact that perhaps this person who in the past was just given a pass, like, oh, that's just so-and-so, no big thing, that now that their poor behavior is not being tolerated. And now these people are understanding, wait a minute, I don't want to go to that family function. I don't want to go to Christmas dinner, because it is surrounded by narcissism. It's surrounded by people who don't actually care about me. So example, why would I drive 300, 400, 500 miles to sit at a dinner table for an hour and have people berate me or make fun of me or tell me that I'm not a success, etc.? This is happening all over the globe. Yes, it really is. Why? Because people are becoming awakened and aware, and now you are one of them. This is why the energy shift happens. This is when the energy shift happens, and why your silence wins. Your silence wins because now you don't have to explain anything to anybody. Not about the narcissistic relationship, not about you, not about where you are, what you're doing, or whom you are with. You are living your best life. Now, having said that, I am not suggesting by all means to become a hermit and just not associate with people or get out and experience life. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying become the educated empath, a video I created half a year ago or so. And what that is, that's a person who has come through the narcissistic abusive cycle, not specifically, but for this video, yes. And you now know exactly who you are and what you will tolerate. You know what you want out of a relationship, and equally as important, you know what you don't want out of a relationship. Aside of that, your empathy, you now harness it. You're now the educated empath, and you can now use your empathy and your time to help other individuals out when they deserve it, not simply because someone calls you at 9 o'clock on a Friday night because they're claiming that no one's listening to them and they need a sounding board for 3 or 4 or 5 hours, and they do that week after week after week. And another example, the educated empath is also an individual who knows that their value is super high, because not everybody on the planet has empathy. Not everybody on the planet has the level of empathy that perhaps you have. And now, if you've come through the narcissistic abusive cycle and put yourself back together, and you are an empath to any degree, you know how challenging that relationship was, and you know what you had to do and or are having to do to put yourself back together. It's not fun, it's not easy, but this is your path. It is my path as well. This is why the energy shift, why your silence wins. It's because you're taking the high road, you're doing the right thing, you're not explaining anything to anyone. Each and every day you're becoming awakened and aware, you're becoming educated and empowered, you're knowing your value, you're understanding that yes, people will throw stones at glass houses, which means that they will try to tear you down. People will always try to tear you down. That's just part of life. Why? I'll tell you why. First of all, because of narcissism. Second of all, because people are envious and or jealous of you. Third of all, because of both of those two reasons. Fourth of all, because many people want to be you. They want to have what you have. They don't have what you have. They are envious of you and they wish they could be you. This perhaps has been your experience throughout your whole life. The only thing is you never really looked at it that way. The way you looked at it was that people were just being mean to you for some reason. Truth is, you were a target. People were targeting you because of your empathy and because of your beliefs and because of the way you carry yourself and because of your mannerisms and the way you talk. All of these things add up to what makes you you. Now throw in the narcissistic relationship, and then once you've healed, once you've gotten to that pinnacle, that mountaintop of indifference, when you've healed and you no longer consider anything about the narcissist, you wish them the best of luck, but just stay away from me. When you get there, that's when the doors open. That's when the abundance is freely flowing to you. That's when opportunities are all around you. That's when you save your energy for yourself. That is why your silence wins. Because all that energy that was going out the door, feeding the narcissist, feeding the narcissistic relationship, it now goes back into you. Your cup becomes fuller and fuller and fuller, and it overflows with love, with abundance, with growth, with empathy, with time, with the thing called life. This is beautiful. This is where you deserve to be. You deserve to be in a safe, tranquil, serene, abundant place. And my hope is you are there and or you are getting there. So understand the energy shift, why your silence wins. This is 100% true. It's because when you begin to shift your energy away from the narcissist and you place it within yourself and you do not give them any of your words, of your thoughts, of your anything, you're silent. That's when you become empowered. Get the message. Play this video over and over again. Share it with a friend. This is the path. This is a key that the narcissist never wanted you to discover. I'm sharing my wisdom with you to let you know silence is the key. Silence is the path. The energetic exchange that happened between you and the narcissist or narcissists, it's over. It's done. Reclaim your energy. Reclaim your love. Reclaim your life. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware and understand that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. God bless you. Remember, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. You are not alone. I love you. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, save your energy for yourself, you guys. And silence is your superpower. God bless you. I love you. Bye.